Please excuse any mispronunciations in this story. I mean no disrespect. This story is about Kyron Richard Horman, who vanished from Portland, Oregon on June 4th, 2010. He was 7 years old at the time and should be 20 years old now. Kyron's parents, Kane Horman and Desiree Young, were divorced. They had shared custody until Desiree was diagnosed with kidney failure and had to undergo extensive medical treatments. Then Kane took over full custody, but Desiree continued to have an active part in raising Kyron. In 2007, Kane married Terry Moulton, and they had a daughter in 2008. On the morning of June 4th, 2010, Terry took Kyron to his school science fair. Terry said she left the school at around 8:45 a.m. and that she last remembered seeing Kyron walking down the hall to his first class. Terry said she ran some errands until about 10:10 a.m. Between then and 11:39 a.m., she drove her daughter around town to use the motion of the vehicle to soothe the toddler's earache. Terry then went to a local gym and exercised until about 12:40 p.m. By 1:21 p.m., she had arrived home and posted photos of Kyron at the science fair on Facebook. At 3:30 p.m., Terry and Kane walked with their daughter Kiara to the bus stop to meet Kyron. The bus driver told them that the boy had not boarded the bus and to call the school to ask his whereabouts. Terry did so only to be informed by the school secretary that as far as anyone knew, Kyron had not been at school since early that day and that he had accordingly been marked absent. Realizing that the boy was missing, the secretary called 911. On June 12th, around 300 trained rescuers were on the ground searching wooded areas near the school. The search for Kyron, which spanned 10 days, was the largest in Oregon history and included over 1,300 searchers from Oregon, Washington, and California. A reward posted for information leading to the discovery of Kyron, which was initially $25,000, expanded to $50,000 in late July 2010. Also in July 2010, a grand jury subpoenaed Terry's friend Dee Dee Spiker. On the day of Kyron's disappearance, Spiker abruptly left her work gardening for a homeowner on Germantown Road in northwest Portland around 11:30 a.m. and returned around 90 minutes later. She also allegedly helped Terry purchase an untraceable cell phone. During this time, Spiker told journalists, "There's this horror that my friend is going through. If I thought for a second that she was capable of it, I would not have been there. She would not have been my friend in the first place." In late June 2010, Kane was told by investigators that Terry offered their landscaper Rodolfo Sanchez a lot of money to kill him. Sanchez testified that Terry approached him to help kill her husband in January of 2010, 5 months before Kyron's disappearance. Terry denied the charge. Investigators had Sanchez confront Terry while wearing a wire, but were unable to obtain any evidence to make an arrest. On June 28th, Kane filed for divorce and got a restraining order against Terry. The divorce was granted and Terry was granted supervised visits with their daughter. During this time, Terry failed 2 polygraph tests about Kyron's disappearance. In August 2010, law enforcement searched for an individual that was seen sitting inside Terry's truck outside Skyline Elementary the day of the disappearance. Terry has never been named a suspect or a person of interest in the case. I would like to believe that someone has raised Kyron, after he... Sorry, I got tongue-tied. I would like to believe that someone raised Kyron after he vanished 12 years ago, no matter how he came into their custody, and I hope someday he will be found safe. If anybody has any possible leads in this case, please check out the contact information in the description. Thank you.